There we go. And we are live. We are foregoing the intro tonight, and we're going to work on shortening that. But welcome back to another edition of It Remains to Be Seen. And um, here on the left, you'll have your beautiful hostess, Laundrie. And here on the right, the not so beautiful Bob out here. And it just seems to work. Seems to work. So, you know, um, I used to look like a lumberjack, though, when I let my beard grow out a lot further. But anyways, so today, as far as the Gabby Petito case goes, unfortunately, we don't have anything big to share. Got Super Cool Wolf gaming and singing and more out there. So, howdy, Super Cool Wolf.
Hi, super cool girl. Oh my god, I can't speak. Super cool wolf. There we go. Slow it down. We'll
So,
get it.
a couple of things to cover as far as Mr. Laundrie. Um, Number one, he still hasn't been found. The federal warrant is still, there for his arrest. Um, and basically, it's a super cool wolf is in the living room.
Isn't that who was just right there behind you?
Yeah, he's not being very inconspicuous. Um, but yeah, there's really no further development. There is something out here that I like to read. I'm not going to read the whole article because thing is, guys, and we're doing our best not to do this over here. Um, there isn't going to be anything new until either he's caught or the autopsy results come back. So the only thing, I mean, it just to me, it feels like that these news media outlets are trying to scrape and scrounge for anything that they can. Which, I mean, that's what you do. But there isn't anything of a great deal of significance to report. Um, I'll I will read this really quick. Um, some may or may not know about this, but talking about the as far as Laundrie's parents go, and again, somebody commented in the chat last night, right as we were. It was Jameson. I can't remember the full name, but had said he doesn't he or she, the individual doesn't put the blame on the parents. We don't know what we would do as parents. I know what I think. Well, okay, I think as to how I would respond if a given situation would happen. But until each of us is actually there in that situation, we don't know. We don't know. Um, the only thing that we as parents can do is hope that that situation never arises in our lives. But I say that because so I was reading today. It says that the Florida Statute 777.03 reads a person commits a felony or a person commits a felony offense when they assist an individual to evade detection, arrest, trial, or punishment after the fact. Um, rel-
So isn't that basically everything that the parents
what's
did?
that? Yeah, but
Isn't that basically everything the parents
essentially,
did?
but then there's a clause right after that that says relatives of the offender, however, are largely protected from being accessories. So they may not be held as accessories to the crime. But if they lied in any way, shape, or form to investigators on the case, they they can and will be in trouble for that. Obstruction of justice and so forth.
Right.
So,
There's also a false report on gunshot
oh
fired
yeah, why don't you go in and talk about that one?
near the home. Well, there was a little bit of action today at the Laundrie house. There was a whole bunch of cops that actually got out and pretty much surrounded the house and that because there was a report of gunshots around the Laundrie home. I guess it turned out that there was no gunshot fire anywhere. I guess. I don't know. Was it a false report? Was it a false something? I don't know. I don't think it was legit because the cops all left. So
Yeah, not too certain because the police were at the front and at the back of the house. They evidently swarmed in there, and
yeah,
but there,
those poor parents.
hmm but there was,
And I'm gonna say that because regardless, they're human beings. That's got to be really
hmm
crappy to, you know, like especially that one. Like nobody was expecting that.
I can't even imagine what the heck they are going through. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if we don't know what they're like. Never been around them. Never interacted with them. Um, it's just absolutely crazy. Which, speaking of crazy, it's the other situation that was reported today. Um, very saddening. Very, very saddening. Um, I'm going to grab the link to this article and put it out in the chat for anybody. It's a Friday night, so I think everybody's out and about, maybe having dinner somewhere. And hopefully, if you're watching this on the replay, hopefully you're having a good Friday night. And and
Or
your Saturday,
Saturday. And if it's Sunday and you're finally getting around to watching this, hey,
whenever
what's
whenever it
up?
is, we miss you guys. But
Also, did you also realize it's one day closer to you guys finding out what the giveaway is going to be for
oh
October?
yeah, there we go.
It's really amazing.
Okay, so this article was published today. Very saddening, and I'll read it aloud for you all and share your thoughts in the chat. The world is just turning into a crazy place, and the sad thing is one of the reasons why I didn't really watch the news in the first place was because of all of the negativity. But while there is positivity in the world, it sometimes seems as though the negativity outweighs that. But this headline reads, police, woman,
Hey,
hello,
Slinky.
Miss Slinky Moon, how is it going? Hope you had a great day. This article reads, police, woman threw children from Louisiana bridge, killing one and hospitalizing another. So this is what we have so far. This is all that's been reported. There are several articles out there. This one seems to be the most well organized in things. I'll read it aloud. I wonder if I should bring that up um, on screen, in case anybody else wants to see it. I don't know how it looks on screen though. And here,
I don't
come
know
over
either.
here. Make sure I'm on the right page. The link is there in the chat as well if you um, prefer it that way. There we go. The page is up. And we will read this together. It was posted September 24th today at 5:16 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It was updated. Well, at this. There were no updates. Um, this took place around the area of, if I'm pronouncing this right, Shreveport, Louisiana. And it says Shreveport police confirm a woman accused of throwing two children off a bridge into Cross Lake is in custody. The body of one of the young children, this is really sad, was recovered from the lake by Shreveport police Marine Patrol officers after someone reported seeing a child floating near the Cross Lake Bridge just before 11 a.m. A Marine Patrol then found and rescued another small child in the water. That child was taken to LSU Ochsner Health, Shreveport, alive but in very serious condition with what were considered life-threatening injuries. A third child has been located and is safe. Now, I don't know if that third.
Well, I wonder how old
I don't
these
know
kids
because
are.
if it wasn't in this article, one of the other articles referred to one of them that was found as a small child. So it sounds like, you know, maybe. Well, I don't even want to speculate, but it just referred to the child as a small child. The other thing that I'm wondering is, it says a third child has been located and is safe. Makes me think that they know, you know, it doesn't sound like this other child was at this bridge. It says police say they will not confirm the sex or age of any of the children, nor the relationship of the woman to the children. Um, although Sergeant Angie Wilhite um, said there was close enough connection that the detectives do not feel that it was a random act of violence. So, like, literally, it was premeditated, throwing these kids off of the bridge. Police say the woman, who's 30, was stopped by Louisiana State Police at the Texas state line in a gray Dodge Caravan with Texas tags. Her name has not been released. Um, police are
But it wasn't her
no,
kids.
doesn't seem that it was her kid. That they were her kids. Um, Police are still working.
Okay, so
No, go ahead.
sorry, but now I got questions. Like, was she a
I
nanny?
know,
Was
I
she
know, and like literally,
an aunt? What the
all
hell?
that's in this article is all that we have. Police are still looking to determine which bridge the children were thrown from, um, whether it is the Cross Lake Bridge or the Low Bridge at South Lake Shore. So there are evidently two bridges around this area, and it could be that the children floated to the other area. Police are asking anyone who may have seen the gray van um, or anything out of order to contact their detectives at 318-673-6955 or Crime Stoppers, where tips are always anonymous, at 318-673-7373. This is a tragedy, and we ask for prayers for the children and their family, Will Height said. Pray for our law enforcement officers that have been out here all day, all morning, working on this. Our firefighters, um, Life Air, our dive teams, um, with the Caddo Sheriff's Department and the police department. It's been a uh, it's been a multi-agency effort. Unfortunately, there's no happy ending to this, but we do have the suspect in custody. Our detectives are working right now on interviews and recovering more evidence in the case, and we'll also keep you guys updated on this as it unfolds. Just very, very saddening. Like, I don't, I just don't understand. I don't understand. I
I really don't either. I'm at a loss for
I,
words.
as I was reading that, just my jaw dropped. Like, it wasn't an accident. It was premeditated. It was just like, I don't understand.
You're still sharing.
Oops. Thank you. I'll go back here to. There we go. I keep forgetting about that. Um, but it's. I don't understand what's going. I'll say this. I no longer consider myself a spiritual person, and I don't affiliate. But I do recall. Um, he. What's that?
Wait. So if you sit there and you say that you don't find yourself a spiritual person and you don't affiliate with what sports,
With religion, church affiliation, and things like that anymore. But I do recall a verse out of the Bible that said that when iniquity abounds, the love of many will grow cold, and it essentially means that when things become so rampant, people become desensitized, and I can't I can't fathom what would be going through somebody's mind to intentionally throw small children off of a bridge. I mean, I don't get it.
oh God, well we definitely need some more information for this story
Yeah,
because
yeah.
who the hell was she? How the hell did she get her hands on 3 children? And where's the mother?
Right. Well, and my other question is where you know it seems that the way that the article was written, it it conveys that the third child wasn't there. The third child wasn't on site because it said that they located the third child. So did the third child try to run? Was the third child at home? Uh, you know,
Okay, so then I'm kind of thinking maybe they're brothers and sisters or
yeah, I don't know.
something.
I don't know because it didn't give any information on that whatsoever.
It's really
It
messed
is.
up. I'd have to say there's probably a big mental health thing there.
I would have to say so. Um,
That's not normal.
all I know is that I couldn't even fathom the thought of doing something like that to either of my kids. I don't ever want to do something that's going to intentionally cause them to cry or be hurt or anything like that. It just
No, I
I
totally
just don't
agree.
understand.
I really don't either.
But we as we stated in the description for anybody who has seen it, the names of Gabby Petito and Michael Vaughan and Summer Wells, and they're not forgotten here. Um, but when there's no news to report, there's no news to report, and it's just I don't know. The state of things in the world is just it's craziness.
Sorry, guys, if I'm kind of in and out and whatnot. It's just because I'm not feeling the greatest and my nose is really plugged. And, and I have this really weird cough and I keep muting. Oh my god, my head feels like it's about 50,000 times the size of baseball or a football field or something.
Yeah, that doesn't sound pleasant at all, huh?
It doesn't feel very pleasant.
But yeah, as we see further developments on that case, we will definitely keep you up to date. Um, There was
I
another. Oh, go ahead, hon.
I did want to mention though about the Gabby Petito case. I did want to say though that I never even really noticed it at the time that he had said that he like when they got pulled over there by the cops that Brian had said that he didn't have a phone, but then toward the end of that whole ordeal, he pulls out his phone. What the hell? Like, I wonder at what point he realized, oh shit, I done fucked up. Like,
Yeah.
uh, and yet they still felt the situation was fine. They just separate them and all will be well. Well, you know what? I'm all for the police doing good work and stuff like that, and I commend them for doing the work that they do when it's good. But they seriously dropped the ball there, and now, sadly, somebody lost their life and somebody else is missing.
Remember what one of our viewers, Danielle, mentioned last night about Northport? She's a local resident there. Remember what
Right?
she, remember what she said? She said they're known for being a feisty community, but they're also known for uh, not having a good police department. And you know that definitely is
Yeah.
showing.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just dumb because I honestly think it's turning into a game or something like that. If it is true that Facebook account is actually his, which it is connected to his um, bizarre design thing, I wonder if police are following it. Like, obviously he's alive. It's sort of that kind of makes it seem like it's a game if that's legit. I've heard conflicting stories on it that it is legit, and I've also heard that it isn't. So I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. I conclude what you will from it. Um, yeah.
The the story with Gabby, Miss Slinky Moon, or the one with the woman and the kids at the bridge. I mean, on both of them, really, but just want to make sure um, I'm on the same page. I was going to read this. This Brian Enton has, as of 2 hours ago, he tweeted. He said, "Here is our latest." He said, "Noreen Gibbons, a close family friend of the Petitos, says Gabby and Brian were planning to end their trip with her in Portland. She was like a grandma to Gabby, and she is quoted as saying, 'I don't know if I want him dead or if I want him alive to face the consequences.'"
Yeah, that's messed up.
It is. It really. Yeah, Brian's story definitely. I'm sorry about that. I just with that with the lag and the delay, we could end up crossing over into a separate subject, and it's it kind of creates a it it creates a gap between the chat and what's being talked about. So just want to make sure that we were on the same page. So I appreciate that. Yeah, but unless the way that I see it, as far as the case with Brian, I don't think that we're going to see any breaking news unless his parents speak up, unless he is found alive or dead, or until the the finalized autopsy results are released to the public as to the cause of death. Until then, I
But you
don't.
see, you see though, it's almost like, he if he's if that is his Facebook and he is out there on social media doing whatever and all this other kind of stuff, maybe. Oh crap! I was going somewhere. TikTok, I'll remember at some point.
Well, interestingly enough, um, I don't know if his page is out there on Facebook anymore, or that page, if it's his or not. Um,
Oh, yeah. Okay, so that's what I was going to say. So, yeah, being that he, kind of wants to update people on whatever, maybe if he sees that it's dying off and it's not so public, he'll end up doing something. I mean, for all we know, that could be what the hell that was earlier tonight. You know, uh,
Mm-hmm.
an effort to bring the spotlight back to what's going on there. Because I know a lot of people have, like YouTube creators and stuff like that, have kind of switched off. And they're doing much the same where they're bringing up just the, highlights as they come type thing.
I'm curious about this. There's definitely a division here because there's a Facebook page out there evidently called Justice for Brian Laundrie. Um, I see something here, and it says that the page is making the rounds proclaiming Brian is innocent. Um, but there appears to be a Justice for Brian Laundrie Facebook page out there. Which,
Yeah,
you
but
know,
you know the one we had last night.
what's that?
That Facebook we had last night.
Yeah. I'm trying to find that right now. Um, I was trying to find that in our messenger conversation last night, but actually, I think it's this right here. But okay, is this it? Because I was wanting to see if there were if there were any new updates out there and things. Um, but let's see. I am not seeing it anymore. And I was trying to look through our messenger conversation to find that video that I sent you last night. Um, and
Oh yeah.
I probably missed it because I didn't see it. Didn't see it when I was scrolling through our messages. I don't remember what time I sent it last night or anything. But let's see. Miss Linky Moon says, okay, had problems with people camping on his property. Um, Gabby and Brian were campers. Oh, Don had Don had problems with people camping on his property. Gabby and Brian were campers. Candace says she was doing laundry. Brian's last name is Laundrie. um, well, Gabby went missing on the 88th day with Summer missing. Yeah, right now it's anything goes.
I don't know, man. I don't think that there's anything in our chat.
So that video is gone?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, then that Facebook page that I shared in the chat last night is it's been removed.
Wow.
Yeah, well that explains why I couldn't find that video. 'Cause it just
Hold
it,
on here. I'm not taking that as final.
I wish I could access the chat from last night, but oh yeah, no, it says attachment unavailable. So the video is gone.
Oh yes, it is. I just went back into my history from last night, and it's gone.
Mhm. No worries about the typos there, Miss Linky Moon. I definitely make my fair share of those.
Me too. Oh my goodness sake.
But yeah, there really isn't anything new to bring out here tonight, other than what we've discussed with that article down in Louisiana. Hopefully, there are some answers as to why those kids were thrown off of the bridge, and hopefully soon we will have the finalized official um, cause of death for Gabby to fill in some things, both for you know her family and for all of us who have been following this. And um, originally last Tuesday it said that it would take um, 2 to 3 weeks. So we are already 1 week in. So hopefully within the next 1 to 2 weeks we'll have something. Also, she was reported missing on 911. Brian flew home. Um, Went to get the van. I wonder if a friend or his parents flew out to get the van. I don't even know. You know, with the Tristan Bailey case, um, I mean, there was a recent article out in that case where Aiden Fucci was seen on a Zoom meeting and he was just swaying back and forth and he just kept going, "Demons take my, demons are going to take my soul," and all of this stuff. And I don't know. There's just a lot of crazy crap going on in this world. Uh,
But Aiden's been fine on every other interview or anything he's had him
yeah,
do.
yeah, and he had no problem making his Snapchat video. And anybody seen Tristan? You know, I don't know. I can only imagine what it's like being those individuals out on the front lines who are having to go through all of this, and the FBI agent um, back on Sunday when he had to come forward and talk about things. I mean, I could hear the shakiness in his voice and everything. Um, I just cannot imagine what it's like for them. The divers, the divers out there in the Carlton Reserve, um, going into those waters, with the alligators and things out there. I mean, just Aiden and Brian were interested in the occult. Yeah, that's that is for sure. That is for darn sure. And there is some seriously dark stuff in the occult. I've not had any involvement in it, but when I was involved with the church to capacity, I was reading some books of people who have had come out of the occult, and there were some really, I mean, there were some things that I read in those books that just sent chills down my spine. Um, Seriously. Um, yeah, there was one article. I think we had talked about it a couple of nights ago, um, where there was a picture from inside of Brian's room from was it 2017 when they were originally trying to sell the house, and there were just some dark things in the room. Um, there was a poster, and I can't remember the names of the books. It was a type of comic that was in the room as well. But as more has been revealed, I mean, there's definitely been a lot of that. Um, they chose women who brought light uh, and light into this world. It's horrible, but I expect Brian and Aiden to plead demons made them do it. I would not be surprised, Miss Slinky Moon. Thing is things I've been studying a lot more these days are empaths and narcissists. And if you're an empath and you allow yourself to feel, you allow yourself to feel your emotions and not just yours, but the emotions of others. It attracts narcissistic people because narcissistic people uh, they find that empaths are much more easily manipulated and drawn in, and um, often, more often than not, don't leave the relationship, and it sucks. But I would not be surprised for either of them to say that demons made them do it. You can probably hear my youngest singing there in the background. Everything okay up there, hon?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see. Um, Miss Slinky Moon says, I like comics like um, Cross, The Walking Dead, The Punisher, Spider-Man, Batman, and a few hundred others, but I'm not going to kill someone. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, there are games that I like to play that, can sometimes be considered as violent, but I don't have those tendencies, and I have no desire or thought to even want to do that to people, especially some of the real toxic people that are in my life now who, I don't have those kinds of thoughts. I feel sorry for those people. I'll tell you that much. I'm an empath and an intuitive. So, yep, there you go. Yeah, um, I had come out on one of those personality tests um, as an INFJ, and yep, I get it too. I'm also quite an empathic person, or empathetic, I guess. Somebody corrected me on that once. It's not empathic; it's empathetic. Okay, I am an empath. Um, I sometimes cry a lot. I've messaged people, who I sometimes don't talk with because I just feel like something is up there. And over the years, like I a real good friend and um, would message, and she would, she would be like, "How did you know that something was wrong?" I was like, "I don't know. Just just felt it." But really, really proud of her though. She's going to be getting married pretty soon, and she's been through a lot of crap. She deserves to be treated right. But let's see here. Oh man, I can't do shooting games. I mean, Spyro and Mario, Metroid, but not COD. I um, I'm not a I'm not a never really played Call of Duty. I don't even think my computer could run it. I've played 7 Days to Die, and Lori and I played a lot of that during the summer. Um, but I also like adventure games, Final Fantasy, and things where I can just kind of get myself lost in the story. I like games that have depth. I've never been much for like those games that just kill time. I need something with depth that I can get myself lost in. If you look back earlier on in the channel, Lori and I would play GTA, and I loved that game because I could drive. um, just be able to drive vehicles, boats, and planes, and all of that sort of thing. There are some videos I think of us playing on there. Um, little further back on the channel, back toward the summer or so. But I've heard many individuals stating that it's because of video games and things like that. Um, really, I understand that. I understand the concepts of desensitization, and I understand crimes of passion and things like that. But much more often than not, it comes down to choice. My kid runs a YouTube channel full of Call of Duty and gameplay. I like thinking games like Echo Night. I've not heard of Echo Night. My kids like GTA. Yeah, I've always been a Zelda fan and a Final Fantasy fan and things like that. Empathic and empathetic are both. Thank you, thank you. Or so says the Oracle of Google. Thank you. Yeah, I remember I kept saying empathic and they're like you gotta stop saying that. It's empathetic, and it's like okay. Good to see you, Type of Rules. How are you doing out there? Yeah,
I don't know. What do you want to do?
not sure.
Sorry, I'm getting more and more sick as the night goes
Yeah,
on.
that is not good, Well, do you wanna wrap it up tonight and you can go and get some rest? Cause you really aren't sounding too good right now. These kids play more than we were ever allowed to play. Shapes the brain. It can. It definitely can. But yeah, would you like to wrap up, hun, so you can get yourself some rest?
Well, I don't want to be the reason to wrap up, but it's not like that.
It's good to see you out here too, Type of Rules. No, it's not because of you, hun. I mean, there really isn't anything breaking in the news, and even with that article out there in Louisiana, they're not revealing any information at this point in time. So,
Yeah.
but you definitely, and I mean this in the best way possible, but you sound further under the weather now than you did in the beginning of the show.
Oh, I'm definitely not feeling that good right now.
Yeah, I can hear it, hun. So I think what we'll do then, so long as that's what you want to do, hun, is we'll wrap it up for tonight, and we'll keep our eyes peeled on the news and bring you guys more information um, as we see it.
For sure.
But we really appreciate you all, and to save Lori because I know her throat's been hurting. I don't know if you saw Miss Slinky Moon's comment. She said, "You sound awful, girl." Um, if you're watching and you aren't subscribed to the channel, please hop on over there and click that subscribe button. And if you wouldn't mind, um, please be sure to hit that like button. It really does mean a lot to us. We actually have a couple people who follow us just so they can come on here and hit the thumbs down button. That happens. It happens. They don't do it because they dislike the content. They just see that we have a video out here. I'm not going to name names, but we know who they are. And they just come and hit that thumbs down button just to do it. So uh,
They're loyal fans, you know?
yeah. That's their prerogative. That's fine. I give them a big thumbs down as people,
Uh-huh.
and it's all good. It's all good. But Type of Rule says y'all need to keep your strength up, rest well, and we'll catch you all again. It's always good seeing you out here. You two, both of you, and everybody else who comes out here. We appreciate each and every one of you. Great to chat and see you all right now. Thanks for the love, y'all. We we haven't seen anything new on Summer. We haven't forgotten about her though. Type of rules. We are watching the news. We just don't want to get involved in the drama that's out there because oh, yeah, since we've mentioned the channel names out there before, it's like um, and if anybody out there is a fan of the channels, no disrespect or anything, just stating my opinion, but such as Voices Behind the Wall, it seems like there's just a really close knit relationship with Don Wells over there, and everything that I have seen, anybody who has any doubts or negative things to say about Don, um, he kind of says that well maybe they're the ones who abducted her. I mean you can see that over there on that channel. It's just terrible. But all the drama that's going on over there and some other channels that are out there, we just want to stay away from it. But we are looking like every day. We're looking for news articles about Summer, about Michael Vaughan. Anybody who is following what little was out there about Jelani Day, they found his remains and they identified him. It's very saddening because that's another family you know who's not gonna the mother she wanted to hear her son's voice, and she isn't going to get to have those phone calls with him anymore. So I mean, yeah, we definitely haven't forgotten. We fully intend on keeping her name out there as well. We just don't want to get in the center of the drama. Um, and we'll provide information there too as we have it. But we really do appreciate you all and thank you for keeping her name out there as well. Type of rules, and as well, Miss Lanky Moon, because you were discussing the case earlier too. We appreciate you guys, and we'll be back with you again soon. But in the meantime, wherever you're watching from, you have a good morning, noon, or night. Um, one more comment there. Um, Type of rule says, "Oh, I just always put that at the end of everything these days, just to remember it." No, I appreciate that you do that. I appreciate that very much. Um, we try to be responsive, but if the chat ever gets like super flooded, I don't know how that's gonna go. We're still gonna try, but we appreciate you, and thank you all for the love and support. It means a lot to us, and with that,
Mm-hmm.
um, again, just please be sure to hit that like button if you're not subscribed. Just be sure to go over there and subscribe, and come spend some time with us when we're out here when you can. And just know that you're appreciated, and this channel wouldn't be this channel if it wasn't for all of you. So with that, then
And I'm gonna say what he said because it hurts my throat to talk.
yeah, don't. It's guys, it's because she's sick of me. I've been joking with her about that all day. No, and just and I feel bad because then I make her laugh and then it hurts her throat even more. So it's like when never mind. I don't want to hurt her. I love hearing her laugh, but I don't want to be causing pain. But anyways, we appreciate you all, and you all rest well. And wherever you are, you have a good morning, noon, or night.
Good night.
And for now, we will be signing off, guys. Take care.